than they did.
Yeah.
And it's going to get harder and harder that way.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that I had it so hard when I was a kid. I just want to be able to help him navigate through the things that he's inevitably going to have to navigate, because it's going to be his generation that has to deal with the climate collapsing and has to deal with all these things that are coming down the pike if we don't make any changes in the system.
Right.
He's going to be the one who has to deal with those.
Mm-hmm.
I might not make it to 70. You know what I mean? Like, I might have 30 years left.
Yeah, but you can make some changes that would...
Well, sure. That's
more
why,
than likely guarantee you make it to 70.
That's why, I try to affect change at the ballot box. That's why I will vote and tell everybody listening that Bernie Sanders should be your choice for the next president of the United States. That is what I absolutely believe, because Bernie Sanders has had the same message his entire political career. His entire career, he's been fighting for the people. And the reason that everybody's trying to shut him up is because his policies will affect people, whether you're Democrat or Republican. His policies will affect all the people in power. And they don't want that to happen. Because, and I've been saying this for a while, I don't know if I've said it on the show or not, I can't remember, but we're supposed to be a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Mm-hmm. And everybody in charge doesn't give a fuck about the people. They only care about themselves, keeping their pockets lined, keeping their fucking investors happy. And they don't give a shit what happens to any of us.
I don't agree with that. And I don't know every single person in power. Like, that blanket statement is that's the kind of violent communication that doesn't give people the justice that they deserve. It's like whenever we're blanket statement talking about how cops are fucking assholes. Not all cops are assholes. Not all politicians are either.
Not all.
There are
of
some
them,
people
no,
that legitimately get into that field because they care about serving people.
Sure, but
listen, anything above dog catcher, you're paid for. All right, for whatever.
Wait, what?
And that's what there should be term limits on. Like,
isn't there though?
Not on senators or Congress people. Like, they could just keep running forever.
The sad thing is with politics, it almost seems like a popularity contest.
Oh, sure.
As to where, like, I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear. I may not do it because of these interest groups over here, because they're lining my pockets and my way to get into office. So this interest group has none of your interest in mind. So, but you didn't really pay for me, did you? No, you didn't. But they did, and so therefore, I have to.
Yeah,
exactly. They have to go with where the money is.
I don't know enough about politics, and I've never if you have information that you can provide me with that, like, is evidence for the argument that you're giving about all, like, the politicians being like that, I'd love to see it. Because and this is coming.
I have it right here. No.
This is this is coming from a person is completely ignorant towards politics. Like, legit voted for the first time 2 years ago. Like, never. Like, I've gone my entire adult life without giving a shit about politics, and I'm only now trying to get involved in it. So, like, provide me with the information, I'll read it.
And see, that's what I want. That's how I want people to do is find that information. Look into the person that you want to have an idea of who you want to vote for. Look them up. Don't be. I just don't like. I really don't like the message of just vote just to vote.
Right.
I don't either. Then that vote really doesn't matter because you don't really think it matters.
Right.
It's like a person going through recovery from being an addict or whatever. It has to come from within,
right,
for them to change.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, also making decisions in life like that, like I want this person for my best interest in office because I did all this research on them and or her or whatever. Do a little background check.
Yeah. And let me just say,
if you get a babysitter for your kid, you're not just going to let anybody go.
Exactly. No, I'll barely let anybody.
I mean, depends
watch it.
on how big his dick is, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Gross. And like,
I
I'm
was
no,
going to say how big her breasts are, but that would have been sexist. I already said it. Bam, boom. So went the other way. Went the
Sure,
opposite
sure.
direction.
I mean,
Now
it's gross either way.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But and I'm no expert either. Like there's probably any number of people, even some who listen to this show, who are probably sitting there going, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about, which could very well be the case. I just know based on the limited research that I've done and what I've seen throughout my 36 years of life. These are the conclusions that I've come to. And a lot of it is heavily influenced by the material of George Carlin. I will be perfectly honest. Because there's a lot of things in a lot of his specials that he talks about that are not necessarily funny. Like knee slapping, oh, my side hurts, funny. But, like, they make you think. And that's where a lot of my political leanings come from, is based on what George Carlin has said in various specials.
Well, if it vibes with you, it vibes with you.
Going back to what you were saying about like the violent speaking or the whatnot, I remember this was maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, where I have an opinion, you have a different opinion, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
We can still be friends. We can still go grab a beer.
Sure.
Friendships have ended. Family members have cut off family members today over politics, over whatever nowadays. There's no communicating anymore. It's like it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we all have different minds. We all grew up differently.
Yeah.
It's just it's kind of sad. But it's like, can we just go back to agree to disagree? Like maybe, like you said, give me more information. Maybe you can change my mind. Maybe if there is facts.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, is that nobody seems to want their mind changed. Like there's all the evidence in the world that our current president is a moron and a bully.
But those are all
doesn't know what he's doing.
Those are all evaluations. Like that's not real.
The things that he says are absolutely real.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard? Have you heard him talk?
Let me step back.
He sounds like he just had a stroke.
I'm not saying that I disagree with you, but whether I disagree or not, it's still an opinion.
No.
Yeah.
The opinion that he's an idiot is not just an opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen to the man talk.
Being an idiot is it's not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is, though.
No, it's not.
How is it?
That's what I thought about George W. Bush too when he talks.
Yeah.
It's just whenever he opens his mouth, it's like, could you just follow your script?
Like he'll say things like, "I know more about such and such subject than the scientists." No, you don't. You don't know how to tie your own shoes. You dumb, orange-skinned piece of shit.
Show me where he said that.
I can. I'll when off air. I'll pull up things that he says.
Okay.
So
I'll give you quotes from this moron.
I don't like him. I don't think that he's. I'm blown away that he's president.
Yeah.
But like
I said, it's a popularity contest, and it's just what happened.
But he didn't even win the popular vote.
He got the electoral votes, and it doesn't even matter.
He didn't even win the popular vote. He's a bully. He's a racist.
Listen, him being racist, him being a bully, I probably agree with all of those things. But it's still like, well, we're not talking about like facts here. Like, he's an idiot based on our own level of education, right?
No, he's an idiot based on the fact that he's dumb. Like, he's not fit for.
Dude,
every one of his businesses has gone under. He's filed for bankruptcy.
But do you know how much
4
money
times.
he's made?
And you know how much money he's lost?
It doesn't matter. I'm not like Losing the money is the dude knows how to make money.
No, he doesn't.
Are you kidding me?
He got his initial
Dude,
the initial money he got. He inherited.
Listen, the money that he's been able to make, he's been able to make several times. You know why? Because he understands how to use debt to his favor.
He understands how to work the masses. That's what he understands.
He knows
he's the greatest heel in the history. If he was a professional wrestler, he'd be the greatest heel of all time.
I don't fucking get the reference.
Because he knows how to work the crowd to his advantage. He's a con man. That's all he's ever been.
Okay. So whether he's a con man or not, the fact is that he knows how to work the crowd, work the people, like whatever it is that you're talking. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that can't do that.
The only thing he's good at is working up a frenzy.
The fucking guy's the president. Like it or not.
And he
idiot or not. Doesn't fucking matter. He is the president.
Yeah, and hopefully he won't be for long.
Hopefully he won't be. Like, I'm with you. Like, I totally get it.
I hope we vote him out.
Like as a human being, I hope he's not. But as a comic, and just the way the reaction happened the first time, the second time, I think it's going to be even more just chaotic.
I think if he gets elected again, and I don't know, I don't have any basis of fact in this, but I just feel like if he gets elected again, people will riot in the streets.
How easy is it to become a Canadian citizen?
I don't think it's that
There's
easy.
a process. Like any other country, there's a process that you have to go through.
And that's another thing. Canada's not just going to let us all come over there.
Yeah.
Who said anything about us all?
Canada's like, no, you guys, you've made your own mistakes. That's why I feel like we should be like Nate here, and like we need a couple years to get our shit together. Move back in with your parents.
Yeah.
Let's call England and see what we can come up with. Like, sorry about the tea.
We'll work something out.
We'll just let's figure it out. You want to put the Queen on our money? We'll put the Queen on our money. Let's just start over. Can we come home, England? Like, that's what we should do for a couple of years to get this shit sorted out. Because I don't have the answers. None of us have I don't know I don't know. But we've run out of time.
We literally have.
You know the movie Idiocracy?
Yes.
I feel like that's where we're
at
the path.
Easy.
Getting our
Easy.
degrees at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yep. Give it 30 more years.
I'd
Give
say
it
10
5,
more years.
yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying in terms of like how long science says that like it's going to take for like the climate to just get rid of us.
Yeah.
Like 30, 40 years max before we're all done anyway.
Yeah, but like the singularity is coming up too. Like where technology is advancing so quick we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. And eventually we're gonna be living in a Terminator style dystopia. That's
how
what's
many
gonna happen.
how many iPhones have come out this year?
17.
Yeah.
We're up to the iPhone 456. Like,
This
there's
is-
been so many of them.
This kind of it's sort of on subject, but not on subject. But there's sex robots now,
Yeah.
and there's a glitch in the system that they've discovered that if you don't want to have sex with that sex robot, it will have sex with you either way.
No.
Yeah.
So these are what? See, this is what. Like, why didn't anybody pay attention? Terminator was not just a movie.
Yeah.
All right, it was a glimpse into our future, because technology has taken over everything we do, and eventually we're going to be prisoners in our own homes because they're not going to let us leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alexis isn't going to let you out.
exactly.
No.
That's what's going to happen.
Or
I'm
Alexa,
convinced.
whatever the fuck.
I'm convinced that's what's going to happen. The robots are going
You
to take
want-
over, and then
you
the
want-
Earth is going to get rid of us.
You want $20 an hour? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have all
Automated machines. Yeah.
We've already made the step of ordering online. We've already made a step at grocery stores where you can just pull up to a parking lot, not having to deal with you, $20 an hour person, because I don't want to deal with you because you're an idiot. And so the groceries come to my car. They come to my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's going to.
Nobody's been paying attention.
Okay, guys.
Sorry.
All right, we've run out of time.
We got to wrap this up real quick. But
yes.
New thing I'm going to start at like I'm adding this for this episode and onward. What's something that you're going to do this week to grow? Nate.
It's something I've been focusing on that I've been procrastinating against. I'm going to start walking more, especially now the weather's kind of warming up.
Yeah.
Going back to, I was on kind of a weight loss journey a couple of years